Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bulldogs offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The Bearcats just inside the 40. So Sam Houston's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's back to throw on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Bearcats are marching down the field.
Tackle is made at the 24. 1st down for the offense.
The aerial assault continues. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Coming after it. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You thrown the completion and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this drive.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
First down for this offense. Give to the running back. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Delivers the stiff arm. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 45 on its way. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Bulldogs have this offense rolling. Handoff to the single back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He wants to pass it on second down. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Making sure the fullback gets a touch there. Good pickup there of 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly, and that guy is hard to bring down.
It's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Gain of 4. That's a first down for the offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field.
Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Louisiana Tech.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Second down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They're bringing heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans. It's third down.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensively.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Line getting set on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Gets it out fast. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Bearcats want to move quickly.
Second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Quick strike complete.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's going to pass on second down. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Quickly complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Louisiana Tech, 10.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab. Tackled there by the defense.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He's going to pass. Got his man. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, when you're running the crow route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He finds his man. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Fires on the move. Working on the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Ruston. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. The play action fake. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this game.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
It's on target and complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Movement here from the tight end. Third down play from the gun. Complete to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
Make some noise, get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans. It's third down.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He wants to throw it again. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. First down here for the offense. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. How about the timing on that pitch?
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Looking to throw on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
For the offense.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Pressure coming. And his throw is incomplete.
Incomplete to the line. Brings up second down.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first.
Get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans. It's third.
He wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They want to just keep throwing it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Number 86.
This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 10 over Georgia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the missed connection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. He's looking to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Caught. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell the DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
Make some noise, get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans. It's third down.
Looking to throw on third. Quickly to the tight end. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carry.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to run it. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open. Couldn't find anybody. Took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
The Bearcats will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver, getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's caught! Touchdown, Louisiana Tech! That trip to the end zone ties us up, and tying up is exactly what these two teams should do. They look just like mirror images.
No doubt, two big boys going at it, making big plays. Who's going to make this play late in the game to take their team over the top? Nice individual effort. Your turn to answer.
He'll pitch it. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and they vault on top by 1 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Wide open downfield. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Here comes the two-point try. Trying to power it in. Couldn't make his way in. The two-point conversion fails, and we still have a 5-point game here in the fourth.
Sam Houston, 34. Louisiana Tech, 29.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got his man on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
That could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep.
Brings it down on the right side. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. It's complete to the left. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They didn't get a whole lot of yardage there, but the big fullback slammed his way and got what he could.
Hey, listen, that's what you're supposed to do, catch the football. I'm not expecting that guy to catch the ball and make big plays after he catches it, but catch it, give me some positive yards, mission accomplished.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. He'll pitch it. And he's got him set up. Defense finally gets him out of bounds at the 3.
And the fullbacks are just the big, burly, strong suckers. They got bloody knuckles, tape all over the place, and they're just lowering their shoulder, trying to hit you, trying to get positive yards, and it's exactly what he does on that play.
They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
Makes the grab. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Going up top on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.